Oh man. So I was talking to Matt on Facebook. Doc Savage, Man of Bronze. Friend me on Facebook. It's not a game. Malt liquor. And this is a common theme, you know. Can't wait to the apocalypse so I could, you know, run my tribe or forage and survive with my unique skill sets and turning steel into tools or weapons or whatever. I know actually one of my friends is renowned for cooking things that he catches in the wild and making delicious dinners. But this is my whole point. What if the apocalypse is now? You know, what is missing? I guess it's like the whole lawlessness, except there's totally lawlessness out there. You know, chaos, the whole, like, you know, Tina Turner, like, on the day before I was nobody, and the day after, you know, I was alive. I survived and then thrived. But why not now? If, like, here's the thing, like, if you've got money, or, you know, if you got a certain amount of money coming in, maybe it's just a matter of focus, you know? I'm not saying, like, stock up on swords or ammo or anything like that, but I really like the whole Mormon take on having 6 months food saved up at your place. I'm going through my possessions at the moment, and I have 4 50-gallon water drums that I got for free. That someone was getting rid of them, and they seal up and everything like that. I wasn't going to use them for water. I was going to use them for pontoons to make a boat. But I also have like 5-gallon water jugs. You know, the whole thing of like the capability of storing water. Whether or not I need that, also the thing is I use that. That's the thing about 6 months worth of food. Like those 5 water jugs, like I've never filled all 5 of them up and taken them camping, but I filled several of them up and taken them camping. The reason I have 5 is because I went camping and realized I wanted those water jugs, so I bought some more. They were like $10 at the time. Coleman makes them, high quality. But what else? What else in the apocalypse? The ability to get by on very little. Making things out of other things, crafting. Actually, I've got a certain amount of clothing that I've actually made that I love more than the clothes I've purchased, only because I made it. Oh, scavenging. How about going down to Salvation Army or the thrift store or whatever like that? And like one thing, actually, I was looking at buckles, those plastic buckles, and knew they're expensive. But you go look at the purses or bags and backpacks, and I found this one particular ridiculous bag for $3, and it was covered in buckles. And so the strap was good. It had a ton of different buckles, and actually I was able to cut out some of the zippers. Whoa! Some of the zippers as well. Bit of a storm. Got a bit of a storm. Actually, I had these doors closed but not locked, and now they blew open, and there's tons of water in here at the moment as well. Tools. I find a lot of tools, and sometimes you see tools for cheap at like garage sales. Oh, another foraging thing, garage sales. And I see like a crescent wrench for 50 cents. I just buy that crescent wrench. Why not? Crescent wrenches are useful. Tools are handy, and they're good for bartering too. Straight up, actually. When I went to that book signing of Deke was talking about roadside scores, and when I was taking the tiny house apart, some people were like, "Oh, hey, I would like that wood, you know. Do you need that wood, or can I give you something for that wood?" I can imagine finding, like, I imagine this is also space though, but I was going down the street and I found some chairs that somebody had spilled, looked like bleach across the seats of both these chairs, and they're really nice kitchen chairs. And I also, here's the other thing too, like a lot of times, like all this fabric I have right here, I found that too. So what I was thinking about, sewing covers for those chairs, you know, make them look nice or make them look ridiculous or whatever. You could sell that stuff. Oh, you could sell art. You could sell any kind of crafts on the internet. So like that's another way of like, you know, like rather than like going out to the market and bartering for batteries or whatever, what can you make that you could put on Craigslist or eBay or whatever, and someone might buy it. Modifying clothes, taking old t-shirts and cutting off the sayings or something on them and then sewing them on the back of vests or whatever. That's kind of fun. Actually, one of my friends had some scrap leather, and they went and invested in like a heavy sewing needle and some heavy thread, and they sewed a purse. And the purse looks awesome. I'm just saying, like the whole apocalyptic theme could be done now in a way that's actually effective and real in real life, like stocking up on food, stocking up on tools, having great camping equipment, maybe even more than you need, like those 5 water jugs I have. And also actually capabilities, like how far can you hike? How light is your camping gear? Like the whole get home bag, have you ever heard of that? Like how prepared are you if your car breaks down in the middle of nowhere and it's freezing cold and you maybe weren't prepared to be wearing like go for a hike in freezing cold weather, like you have like a go bag or something like that in your trunk which has some little extra clothing and some other things like that. I think it's an interesting idea. It's worth considering. Alright, now I gotta get out of here because it's freezing cold. Alright.